All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. I want to give the honors to my apostle and elders, Great Millstone, who teach very well. I learned this truth from, and citation out there to the hopeful elect who continue to push this word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And also, Shalom to all the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. And today, just basically getting on how we living in this dark world, but in the midst of darkness, the Lord have given us this truth, which represents this light, because that darkness actually represents the misinformation. For years, the truth about Christopher Columbus was in the dark. The truth about George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Andrew Jackson, Benjamin Franklin, all these things was in the dark back in the day. But recently, ever since the truth had been on his full display, that light had been covering up that darkness, man. And Esau is trying to do anything and everything to try to cover up the light, because the light is actually exposing his wicked in the book of St. John. This is the book of St. John 3, and I'm going to jump down to verse 19. It says, and this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. And that's it, man. People love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil, especially Esau and even 2/3 of our people. Because the reason why they don't want to hearken and cleave into the ways of Yahweh Shema Shah, because they love the world. They love the folly and they love the bullshit that Esau give them, man, instead of loving the righteousness that the Lord give you, And people really think that this is the end all be all. People think that this is going to be the ordinary lifestyle forever, and we're just going to keep on voting for presidents until, we're going to keep voting the presidents until 2100. No, man. It's coming to a time when Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai is going to push forth a new government upon the planet Earth. And that's why Esau was so afraid of, man. Because that light is the representation of that new government forming, man. Let's read this again. It says, and this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds shall be reproved. And that's the reason why these people hate the truth or don't want to cleave unto the truth, because we're going to call you out on your bullshit. And then, you can say it's a form of constructive criticism, but we're trying to construct you into something that's pleasing unto Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah. But our people don't want to be constructed that way. They want to be constructed and instructed in wickedness. Do as thou wilt. Y'all gonna do anything you want. And that's what Babylon actually embodies, man. Rebellion against Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, and you can be whatever you want. You could be a man if you're a woman. If you're a woman, you can be a man. You can even identify as a cat. And bestiality, how sick can this world be? But it all comes under the banner of who? So-called white man. This is the book of Job 10, and I'm going to start at verse 21. Before I go whence, I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death, a land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death without any order, and where the light is as darkness, and especially in this society, man. Recently, in the past couple of years, you do wickedness, they represent that's light. Again, a woman committing adultery, they shine that. A Jake sleep with another man's wife, you put that shit in the R&B song, that's in the light, and all of a sudden he's celebrated now, man. Now, not to mention the LGBT, XYZ, but everything that's contrary unto Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai is getting exalted in this society, man. And again, that's why people love it and they hate when the truth come out. Because once we come into the truth, we're not coming to tell you everything is going to be okay. And we're going to come and tell you, you got to get right with Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai before you die. Just imagine the message that Noah was giving to people. Imagine the message that Lot and Moses was giving. It wasn't no let bygones be bygones. No, it was the spirit of, if you don't get right with the Lord, then destruction is going to come upon you, man. And damn right, destruction deserved to be upon a lot of the people in the land of the West. Because look at everything they produce. The only thing that these people produce is wickedness and death, man. And they exalt it into the highest esteem. But if you say something against it, then you the bad guy. That's why Galatians 4:16 is such a heavy scripture. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? And the answer to that is yes, we are enemies with the world. We are enemies with this society. We are enemies with darkness because we carry the light, man. You know? And again, we're shining upon the wickedness that you people doing. The trash is all around, the filth that's in the air, the wicked shit that get plays on the radio. Hey, we shine light on those different things, man. But people don't want to hear that. They want the words of the Lord to cease before them, and they want to listen to darkness, man. Niggas would rather feed on wickedness instead of feeding on the words of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, because this bread that we feeding on will not fail, man. Matter of fact, let's get some real quick. This is the book of Proverbs 15, and I'm going to start at verse... Yep, this is the book of Proverbs 15, and I'm going to start at verse 14. The heart of him that hath understanding seeketh knowledge. Yes. And that's one thing about the truth. We seek knowledge by looking up words, seeking knowledge by looking back in history, reading the scriptures, what was written before times, written file learning. That's a part of us seeking knowledge. But let's continue on. But the mouth of fools feedeth on foolishness. Gossip. That's why fucking housewives is a big thing, because there's foolish women feeding on foolish things, man. And it's gotten so bad, even niggas is wrapped up into their lifestyle, man. But again, that's a part of that darkness. You not knowing what's going on, because if you knew you was a king, Malak, if you knew that you was a daughter of Sarah, you was a princess, you wouldn't act that way. But again, these people are being so long and so wrapped up in the philosophy of Esau, Jake don't know where they're going. This is the book of 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. Now again, that word gospel actually translates into good news. Now again, what's so good about people going into slavery? What's so good about World War III? Because ultimately, that's going to be the end of our suffering, man. And the same people that put us in slavery, we're going to put them in slavery. That's why it's good news, man. To have everlasting life, to have the laws embedded in you, and the things that you're going to be doing, you will never piss the Most High off again. These are the things that we're waiting for. And these are the good things that we're hoping for, man. That's why it's the good news. But it says it is hid to them that are lost. Again, how are these people lost? Because they in the darkness. Once you in the dark, you can't locate the light switch. Once you're in the dark, you can't locate where you're going. You stub your toe and everything. When the light's off, you can't really identify different things. You can't identify righteousness with wickedness, man. But the Lord have given us this light. It tells us that in the book of Isaiah, the 60th chapter, arise, shine, for thy light is come upon thee. And the part of that light coming upon us is what? Having this truth, man. That's why it's a blessed thing to have the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. But let's continue on. It says, in whom the power of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Mashiach, who is the image of the Most High, should shine upon them. And it get to a point when the gospel be shining a little bit. Guys like Brandon T. Jackson, and different guys that's supposed to be Israelites, you know, in a celebrity community, but it gets to a point when Esau started blacking the light. Hey, man, you talking too much. Hey, man, you know, what I told you about, you know, bringing out that name, what I told you about watching these videos, because you have to realize in order to prosper in this society, you have to play by Esau rules. As soon as you don't play by Esau rules, then all of a sudden, you the bad guy. All of a sudden, you demonized. All of a sudden, you the crazy guy on the street corners. But at the same time, the Lord is still going to shine the light regardless. Because no matter how much this devil try to demonize us and try to dim the lights of the prophets, the will of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua will overcome this darkness, man. Let's get something real quick in the book of Ecclesiastes 2. And I'm going to jump down to verse 13. It says, then I saw wisdom is selleth folly, as far as light is selleth darkness. So no matter how much you try to block off the truth, no matter how much you don't want the nation of Israel to have the glorious light of Yahweh Shai, the Lord will only have an elect that will have the glorious light and that will cleave unto their light and run to it for the lack of valid words. And ultimately, it's going to benefit the nation of Israel. So no matter what you do, Esau, the light will prevail. So yeah, Akim, I pray this video was edifying. I want to say, Call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakudash, and Shalom.